Hi everyone. The All India round one and many of the state round ones are almost over. The joinings for state round ones are still on. Congrats to all the candidates who have taken up seats. For those who are waiting for seats, there are better seats waiting, opportunities waiting. Hopefully, you'll get a seat that you deserve in this counseling. All the best for that. We'll be looking at allotment mapping and rank scan in detail in this particular session. You would have already gone through possibly a previous year session, or maybe you would have looked at allotment mapping, understood it yourself. Maybe go through the session if you want some details of what needs to be done as far as allotment mapping and rank scan is concerned, why it is useful, how it can be used, etc. We'll explain in the session. Usually you go through the when you come to the dashboard, you go through the insights and then click on closing ranks and look at the trends. That is a primary thing that you do, right? So when you look at the trends, you will clearly see that the last year's closing ranks versus this year's. So if I just look at let us say 2023 round 1, and then look at 2024 round 1 and 2025 round 1, and also take 2024 changes, then you will see a trend that is emerging, basically saying that in round 1 of previous year it closed at this, but there was high competition for, let us say, ABVMS general medicine, which closed as 15. Similarly, for every seat you will see whether there has been movement, whether there has been less movement between round 1s. You can also extrapolate based on 2024 round 2s, how much shift happened, etc. Primarily the shifts happen because of two reasons. We'll start with that part. The shifts happen because of, obviously we know, new seat additions. The new seat additions of government, around 2000 to 300 are there. 50% of those are expected. A minor shift might happen because of those seat additions. One. Second, there are also possibilities of bigger possibilities of shifts because of vacancies that exist, because of candidates who have allotted and did not join, who were allotted, joined and resigned, etc. The vacancies come up from round 1. Those vacancies go on to round 2, and that is why shifts happen. For us, the new seat increase is already available. We hope that almost all the seats will come in round 2. If not, at least they will come in round 3. Very few might be missed out. But we are looking at the other vacancies that might be created. Today, to estimate the other vacancies, you can't go to every institute and figure out whether a candidate has joined or not. MCC does not publish the admitted information. Maybe they will do it, we are not sure, but usually they do not publish the round 1 admitted candidates information. All you have is the allotments, the 26,889 allotments that were there in round 1. We only have that information, and from that we might be able to estimate how many seats are there in the future. Right now we are looking at that part, how we try to estimate it. In this round, in round 2, obviously you will get the seat matrix in the next few days, and once you get the seat matrix, you will know how many vacancies are there. New seats will also be mentioned, and also the vacancies will also be mentioned. You will clearly know. But in later rounds, when there is a decision that needs to be taken, where it is an end round, basically you're going to be admitted in this round. If you get admitted, you can't go to the next round. But if you don't get admitted, there is a chance for a next round, better seat in another round or a next round in that particular counseling or in another counseling. Then this data of mapping allotments to estimate might be helpful for you. 100% factual information based on allotments and not based on admissions. We'll also take you through that. How do you go there? You go into the tools part over here, click on allotment mapping, and then you start with the primary counseling. Primary counseling is the counseling which you are interested in. Now, in this case, we are taking an example of somebody who has completed their All India round 1, maybe state round 1 also they have completed, but primarily now interested in All India round 2 vacancies and the shifts or seat vacancies based movement in All India round 2. So the candidate would take all in 2025 and select All India counseling and then select round 1. We don't have round 2 data. Primary counseling is All India round 1. I am looking at round 2, what will happen or how many vacancies will exist. So I'll click on go. On the left, I have the primary counseling as All India round 1. Here, I have all the 26,889 candidates who were allotted in All India round 1. Everybody. Their admission status is currently not known. Till MCC publishes or any publishes, you will not get the admission status of All India round 1 candidates. Nobody will be able to get that. You might be able to call up 20-30 candidates or check with an institute and figure out, but for the 26,889, only MCC has to publish if you need to have factual right data. That does not happen right now. So only after round 2 you will know their admitted status. Currently admitted status is not there. All we have is already in terms of allotments. Rank 1 was allotted All India quota general medicine seat in PGIMER Delhi under general category. Same for all the 26,889. So you will see on the left side under this shade all the 26,889 candidates allotted. This is already there in allotments. How does this help? Now they have been mapped against other counselings. First thing that we need to understand is that there is a rank over here. All India uses the All India rank or NEET PG rank overall. So we have used the All India rank. That is a common rank between All India and state. A candidate's All India rank does not change based on All India or state. Now we move on to the other part where allotments have been captured. Here, if the candidate has been allotted in another state counselling, all those will appear over here, round 1, whichever round it is. So for a candidate who has been allotted in All India PG Medical round 1, you are looking at all allotments in 2025 for that candidate on the right hand side. Everything will appear here. If the candidate has been allotted in 3 different state counselings now, it will appear over here. Now clear, all we are doing is, let us say we filter over here, go ahead and filter. Right now, and look at whatever information that you want. This is the primary counselling. This is other counselings that the candidate has been mapped, candidate's rank has been mapped against. First candidate, if you look at here, the candidate has been allotted in ABVMS Delhi General Medicine. This candidate has not been allotted anywhere else across India, at least till now. Tomorrow there is some other counselling results that come up, MP. The candidate might be allotted, we don't know. But whatever allotments ZyNerd has published already, which is all the allotments that states have published already, that within that this candidate has not been allotted anywhere else. So what is the inference that we can draw out of it? This candidate is highly likely to join this seat and will continue with the seat. This seat, one particular general medicine seat in ABVMS, might not be vacant. Obviously the candidate's first choice he or she would have got. Obviously the candidate will join, we know that. It may not help at this rank, but might help at other ranks. Now we are starting with this particular candidate, and similarly we can see that the top 4 candidates have not been allotted any seat in any other state. So this might not be a relevant one for looking at vacancies. Seat increase might come up for other reasons which were not even there in round 1, but these might not end up being vacancies is what we can possibly assume. Let us say one of these candidates got a great rank in INICET and now did not join because the candidate is confident about INICET. Maybe that is vacant, 1-2% chance. But as of now, we assume they might not have gone ahead with another seat. Now, might not have gone ahead and joined the seat and might not go with any other seat because they don't have any other option in NEET PG 2025. We take the next candidate over here. This is the perennial ABVMS General Medicine, SHGS General Medicine combination that always comes up, at least one candidate every year. All India counselling, All India quota, the candidate has taken ABVMS General Medicine, PGMAR General Medicine, and the candidate has gone ahead and filled choices in Maharashtra. Maharashtra choice filling happened after All India round 1 results were out. This is some factor that might help you a bit. But the candidate went ahead and filled SHGS General Medicine. Now, will the candidate join SHGS or ABVMS? We are not sure. Why? One, the candidate could have taken SHGS here itself but did not do that as the first choice. The candidate filled in ABVMS General Medicine as the first choice. Might have got SHGS in All India Counselling. But then, for some reason, maybe because the candidate was not sure about PGAMER, wanted to check if SHGS was better, the candidate filled Maharashtra SHGS General Medicine in Maharashtra State Counselling and was allotted that seat. Which quota is not relevant here. The candidate has a seat here is relevant. The candidate can make a choice between these two and might end up joining any one only. Definitely one of these seats, 2 seats is going to be vacant in round 2. Which one is it? We cannot tell till we know the candidate has been admitted or not. But to a great extent, we might be able to derive it for certain ranks. For this rank, maybe the candidate might pick up SHGS because the candidate has filled it second after knowing the All India results. Maybe there is a chance, or might be this. We will have better clarity at different ranks where the option of both seats were not available, but here that is how it is. Any one of these will be vacant, we are sure. That is the information that we get. Similarly, we will be able to look at all the other data. Right now, let us say our primary concern is not necessarily those who would have only one option in All India. They are highly likely to join. Let us say we assume 90% would join if they have only one option, if they don't have a other counselling option. So we will remove all of them. Any empty row on the right, no allotments anywhere, we will remove them. And we will also pick up round 1 alone here. There are mock rounds in Karnataka, etc. We will ignore them because mock rounds are not actual allotments. That is just for the purpose of allotments. So we will take only round 1, which is a proper round where somebody has got allotted and can join. So we are filtering our results to show this. As of now, our only filters are these. Please don't use show only joint allotment filters, only hide empty rows and etc. Admitted is different from this joint allotments, and this we will explain it at a later stage. Now we are saying view results. Now we have got all those candidates out of 26,889 candidates, 7,527 candidates, one almost like maybe 1/4 or slightly higher, 30%. Those candidates have another allotment, minimum one allotment in other state counseling. So these are the candidates who might be a source of vacancies for All India Round 2. We'll start with that. So here we see that this candidate is the first candidate. Similarly, candidate 7 with ABVMS has also been allotted in Bangalore Medical College. The Bangalore Medical College state rank of the candidate was Karnataka has only All India rank. In this case, this candidate was the first rank candidate in Maharashtra. That is why the state rank is over here. So let us say we take this candidate, All India rank is 20. We have mentioned that here. Had taken Government Medical College Kozhikode Dermatology. The candidate went ahead and filled again Government Medical College Dermatology in Kerala, possibly worrying what happens if I'm not able to join in state counseling. Will I'll at least have my All India option for some strange reason, and then fill the same seat across both. The candidate was ranked 2 in state, and this is the information that we have got. Any one seat will be vacant in the next round. As we move on, you will see all such combinations, and you will also try to see whether these candidates will pick up whether the seat in state or All India. At this stage, it is a little difficult, correct? This is a little difficult. So we will start with something where it is very clear. Let us say I am a candidate from Maharashtra. I have decided only that I will take seats in Maharashtra. For me as a candidate, I want seats only in Maharashtra. I am only interested in general medicine as a course, and I am looking at information. So what will I say? I will start with Maharashtra General Medicine, and I am only looking at All India quota. I am possibly one of the high rankers, and I am belong to general category. So this Maharashtra is my decision. General medicine is what seats I want. AAQ and general category is the category I belong to, and I am looking at these seats, Maharashtra General Medicine, AAQ general category seats, what might happen to them based out of candidates who have been allotted and who was in All India, and then their state counseling information. This is a beautiful thing. Here you will see that candidate with All India rank 92 was state rank 9 in Maharashtra. This candidate has got Lokmanya Tilak LTM in both. Any one will be vacant. We are not sure. Maybe 50% All India chance, 50% chance in others. Same for the next candidate. But let us take the third candidate. We assume from this thing that LTM and SAGE GS have the highest preference as far as general medicine is concerned in Maharashtra, because we don't see any LTM allotments later. Basically, LTM closed at 92 All India rank and SAGE GS closed at 125 All India rank as far as general medicine is concerned. So here, this candidate who is ranked 188 and this candidate who was ranked 294 might not have got Lokmanya Tilak and SAGE GS because they have only been allotted general category candidates. So that might be the case. They got Topiwala Mumbai, but they have been allotted Lokmanya Tilak in Maharashtra. So they've got maybe a slightly better seat, which is not there in All India, which was not there for them in All India counseling. They got LTM and they might move. Which one would they decide? Maybe this, because by trends we know that these two are the first closing institutes. You can go to allotments and also check. These two would be the first closing institutes, and we might know that they did not mention Topiwala here, correct? If they wanted Topiwala, they would have got Topiwala in Maharashtra too. They still went ahead and mentioned something they thought might have been better, which is LTM. So highly likely that 188 and 294 would choose the Maharashtra seat, and these two seats will be available in the state council. This needs a bit of evaluation too. You would know that these close to here and Topiwala, etc., they would have ideally done this because they fill their choices of Maharashtra after the All India results. So any choice in Maharashtra is either going to be the same or a better choice is something that we can always do. Not necessarily true for 100%, but most of the case. Similarly, you can see this candidate who has got HBT and RN Cooper, and similarly this candidate who's got RN Cooper again, all general medicine seats. Topiwala already closed, but in Maharashtra they've got Topiwala, which they have mentioned. So most likely these two seats might also be vacant. As you move down, you will see a lot of such seats. A candidate who's got, let us say, a government medical college Nagpur has taken a seat in Karnataka in KIMS Hobli, they might take any one of these. And similarly, a lot of similar candidates who have taken seats. For instance, this candidate, let us take this candidate ranked 935, or let us say candidate ranked 1005. This is a perfect example again. All India quota candidate, Indira Gandhi Medical College Nagpur, would not have got many institutes here, Topiwala, LTM, Seth GS, but ended up at rank 82 in Maharashtra, got Seth GS in Mumbai. If you go to the allotments, you will see that this candidate is an EWS candidate and therefore got Seth GS. Absolutely not possible here, maybe even in the next rounds. So the candidate might end up taking this seat, might not even come to Maharashtra State Council, All India Counselling again. So those information and this Indira Gandhi Medical College Nagpur seat general medicine under AEQ Gen will become vacant. Those might be very, very relevant for you when you're looking at possible options in the later stages. Now we are looking at All India round 2. You can do it for state round 2, All India round 3 and take decisions accordingly. So this, but it is still an estimate. How allotment mapping helps you is that you don't need to manually do this, but manually do this in terms of mapping. You don't need to put in a pen and paper and do this, or use a VLOOKUP and do that continuously. You can simply filter it out this way. All I need to do is, in case I am not only interested in Maharashtra, if you do it even with a lookup, it takes time in Excel sheets, etc. If it is, I am also interested in Tamil Nadu, I can just add on Tamil Nadu in a click, and within a few seconds you will see the entire mapping of Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu both. The same candidate being allotted Madras Medical College in both, and they might take one. Similarly, you will be able to guess on this, which is very, very useful. Now first is on this part. Now again we will look at something else that allotment mapping gives you. I am again going into All India Counselling round 1 for 2025. I am going to look at round 1 alone here. Obviously it will be round 1 alone, the rest of it are mock rounds or other upgradation rounds which we will ignore for now, and I am looking at all the seats that are available. Now let us say I am a candidate. We will take another example where I am a candidate who is interested in a particular institute. We usually take this example because that flows in beautifully. Madurai Medical College. I am interested in Madurai Medical College General Surgery. What is there on the left is All India Counselling round 2, whatever you are interested in, primary counselling. Within that I am interested in general surgery, and I belong to All India quota, and I belong to general category. So first I am filtering out all this, and I am saying these are the set of seats which will give me candidates who are holding Madurai Medical College General Surgery seats, and only if they leave I will get those seats. Seat increase is not happening in Madurai Medical College General Surgery, so only if they leave seats I will get those seats. How many might leave is what I want. So straight away I am filtering and seeing these are the candidates who are holding AEQ Gen seats, and among these candidates, candidate number first and second have not been allotted anything at all. So it is highly likely that these candidates very clearly had a choice of Madurai Medical College, have not been allotted anything. Note that here other candidates have got maybe other seats too, but still they did not opt for anything in All India State Counselling, or they did not get anything better. These seats might not come to round 2 of All India. Now I have 2861 and 3009 All India rank. They are ranked 256 or 272 in Tamil Nadu. This candidate has been allotted Stanley, which is possibly the first preference, or maybe in some cases the second preference for general surgery in Tamil Nadu, usually the first preference in Tamil Nadu, and they have been allotted these 2 seats. Clear? It is likely that they will join, so these 2 seats might come up for me in the All India round 2. Same 3278 has not been allotted anything, maybe that will not come up for me in All India round 2. I might have these 2 seats as vacancies in the second round. This is what I can filter out. I am not specifically interested in Madurai Medical College. I am okay with every other college. Then I will have a complete list. Based on the mappings very clearly, I will be able to figure out within these colleges available in general surgery. I am interested in any college general surgery. I can do that instantly and figure this out on what options were available for those candidates on the other side. I am only interested in Tamil Nadu general surgery. On a pen and paper or on Excel sheets, it will take minutes for you to map that. Takes seconds over here. You can just map it and then do your inference based on whatever data is available. So this will give you a very clear idea. For example, this candidate who has taken Madras Medical College General Surgery in All India Counselling, instead of filling Madras Medical College General Surgery, filled CMC radio diagnosis, and this under government quota might be a movement from general surgery to radio diagnosis, completely different fields, but still that might be an option. At least one of these will be vacant. Similarly, these candidates might also have made conscious choices, making these Madras Medical College or further Madurai Medical College seats vacant in the next round. So you will see a lot of similar candidates who have opted for multiple other seats. So this is the next part. How do I use it? This is across different rank ranges. What if I want to know this across my specific rank range? I am interested in surgery only, straightforward. I want to know those seats. I am ranked 5000. I am primarily 4500. I am primarily interested in all those above 4000. I will filter out on 4000 and say what have been the common allotments. For me, this gives a reference. Let us say I have ranked 4500, then this gives me a reference of whatever has been allotted in Tamil Nadu and under MS General Surgery. I remove Tamil Nadu, it will give me all the allotments of between 4000 onwards, which might be in my preference range. I can change from 3500 onwards. So if I am ranked 4500, what will I know? These are the set of seats which might come down to my rank, and because these candidates have an option here, out of this will everything come in? No, but some at least might come in. Now we'll look at how in another way we will be able to get this entire information, like comparing how it happened between rounds. 2025 All India Counselling round 1 started, is what is the primary counselling. It has started. Now we are going to look at how I can compare the data of previous rounds. Let us say I'm primarily interested again in Maharashtra. I'll take the example of Maharashtra because it is a state which gives us many choices. I'm looking at all the seats of Maharashtra and only government seats. So I'll pick up AAQ. I'm eligible only for AAQ and it gives me 1501 records. All India round 1 Maharashtra candidates who have been allotted AAQ seats is 1501 in 2025. We'll get that straight. 2025 was 1501. Within that, I am interested only in general medicine seats. I want to know what will happen to general medicine seats in round 2 of All India. I am selecting general medicine. This is 135. So MH, AAQ, Gen Med seats is 2025, 135 seats. Pretty clear? Now, next we move on to select my category. My category is general category. So I am primarily selecting 44 records only. 44 is what is the total number. So we have MH, AAQ, Gen category general medicine seats as 44. All these 44 were not allotted other seats. So I look at only round 1 over here and then select all those who had got an allotment. Within this 44, 29 only got allotted. So with allotments in other counselings is 29. So within this only is my bucket of possible seats. The rest, within the rest of 15 other than 29, there are 15 other candidates. Those might or might not join. Maybe 1 or 2 seats might be there, but these are strong contenders for vacancies of All India round 2. This is 29 in number. Now clear? Now all I can also do is I will need to see clear general medicine preference candidates. So if I filter on that, I'll get another filter of 26 records. These are candidates who put general medicine in both state, who are allotted general medicine in both. So they might make a clear choice. This is one list. Now I can go back to 2024 to see how it happened in 2024. Obviously, we are checking round 1s. So we will just filter on round 1s over here at that point in time, whatever was there under round 1. And we will see that these are the records. Within that, I will start with, like we said, Maharashtra and AAQ. How many Maharashtra AAQ allotments were there? We will see in last year. This is clearly last year, 1453. So Maharashtra AAQ allotments in 2024 was 1453. And in Gen Med, how many were there? We will again check that. This is actual allotments. We are not looking at any mapping here. 132. So as against 135, we have 132 allotments over here. Now again, we are looking at MHAAQ Gen Med seats under Gen category. We'll look at how many are there. And here you can see that there are around 50 records over here. So 2024, there were around 50 records. So all these are actual numbers of comparison. You know that 50 of them got general medicine Gen seats. Now we are looking at the common allotments. But how many of them had common allotments? Clearly we see that 30. So against 29 this year, last year we had 30 candidates, not much of a difference, which means it might happen exactly like last year. Again, you want a comparison of how many of them have taken general medicine last year. That will give you a comparison. This, we have not shaped it up to a complete simple comparison. This is 25 over here. So not much of a difference. Last year also it was similar. The trends that can be expected because of the vacancies might also be similar, is something that you can derive. These are pure numbers. Earlier what we looked at is in terms of exactly each seat we were comparing. Now we are comparing total numbers to see how that might be different. You can do this comparison as well to generate the trends, but we always suggest you to go to individual allotment wise, and if possible at a later stage you want to confirm, you can even check with the candidate or the institute on whether this particular rank candidate has joined actually physically there. If they have joined, then it is a different decision for you. If they have not joined, then it is a different decision for you. That will help you. So this is how we look at it. This we can also look at it from a slightly different perspective, a fourth perspective that we are coming up with, which is based on state versus state. I can obviously check 2025, how many of them who have been allotted in Kerala. We'll take Kerala round 1. And there are these are common states, so we are taking candidates who would have been eligible for Tamil Nadu may have also been eligible for Kerala. Tamil Nadu government and management quota combined allotments is what I am looking at. In round 1 is what I am looking at, and how many have been allotted. So this will give a clear idea. So Kerala rank 6 government medical college quota in general medicine, also was rank 2 in Tamil Nadu, clearly took CMC Vellore general medicine, so possibly might end up over here and miss out on this seat. This seat might be vacant for Kerala state round 2. So we are looking at primary counselling as Kerala, which will give us reference of Kerala next round only. So all these will clearly give you. If you want to know for Tamil Nadu state round 2, your primary counselling should be Tamil Nadu state round 1. When will this state round 2 be very clear? When you have all India round 2 over here, because they will move from this seat to a better all India round 2 seat. Once all India round 2 is done, your state round 2 derivation can be done. So this is these are other ways of looking at it. If you don't filter on Tamil Nadu, you will see every allotment of Kerala state round 1 candidates, which is straightforward, including all India. You can filter it on rounds, etc., to make clear decisions. Once you pass through round 1 and all round 2s are available, you will possibly look at checking only round 2s on both sides. That will be a better reference. Now this is how you use this entire tool to estimate. Will be very useful at the time of round 2s when you are deciding your N seat, or whether you want to take an all India seat or a state round 2 seat and then move on to the third phase, because that decides your eligibility for further phases as well. And similarly on all India round 3 seat, when you are deciding, this will be very useful. All that I want to say is admitted status over here, whatever you are seeing, that might not be updated for all counselings over here. Admitted status will be updated only if admitted status is provided by the state. We will not be able to check on 26,889 candidate status. Even if you give us 10 candidate status, we will not be updating it, because it is not valid for us unless MCC publishes the data. Let us say Gujarat publishes the admitted candidates list. On the right, you will be able to filter out Gujarat over here. And if you filter out admitted, we will update it. Whichever state publishes it, we will publish it. You will know that the candidate has been updated in Gujarat. Right now, you will not see any seats over here, but you will see that the candidate has been admitted in Gujarat, and that candidate will obviously, that seat of the candidate from other counselings will be vacant for further rounds. Note that the admitted status, already like we mentioned, the admitted status is for that particular round. We'll take an example of 2024 All India Counselling round 1 to explain that. Now this candidate has been did not get admitted. Rank 1 did not get admitted. INICET, the candidate went in, I think, and SMS Jaipur, the candidate has been admitted. Now this does not mean that the candidate was admitted in the seat till the end of round 3. Round 1, the candidate went ahead and joined. We got this information only when the round 2 allotment was published. Till then, we did not have this information. But at the time of round 1, this candidate was in admitted status. So if MCC publishes now saying these candidates are admitted, we will mention it against it. This was last year's data. Also, this was round 1 admission. If the candidate resigned and went on to join state, it will still remain as admitted in round 1 only, because the candidate went ahead and joined. Later resignation seats surrendered. After the end of round 1, that will not be accommodated, because you want to clearly see whether that round 1 seat was vacant or not. So in round 2, that is the primary thing from this. We'll look at rank scan very quickly. You can also go to tools and then click on rank scan. Rank scan is a collation of all allotments across India, but we'll have limitations in terms of the fields that we are going to provide. This is not the same as fees type and one. This is just to see what your competitors are doing. For instance, let us say my competitor is at rank. I'm looking at all those who are between ranks 550 and 500 and 550, what they got allotted in round 1. Always select round 1 here, because the mock allotments should not come in picture. Upgradation round you can select if you wish to. And here you will see in round 1 where all rank 500 to 550 was allotted. 500 was allotted in 2 allotments, 501 in 2, and so on. You will be able to see. You will also be able to see some ranks which are missing, and you will also have the question of why 523 is not there. Why did 523 not participate in any counselings at all? Maybe the candidate is yet to participate in other counselings like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, etc., for which allotments are yet to be out. So depending upon that, you will see it at a later stage, or the candidate did not want to participate for whatever reasons. So that you will be able to see. And for all the candidates, the 50 candidates above you, you can map what they are and then plan accordingly. This is an easier way. Within this, you can also see if you're looking only at general surgery seats, you obviously can filter out and say, I'm only interested in those seats, those candidates who took up general surgery in this. Only these candidates are my competition, and I will be able to check on this. These candidates need not necessarily limit their choices to general surgery, but at least the seats are general surgery seats. Whether they go somewhere else or not, you will be able to check based on the counselings that you are interested in. So this is how you use allotment mapping. What we have done is system wise given you a tool to do it. There are multiple other ways you can use it to. Multiple other ways. Many candidates have come up with brilliant ideas on how they track it and use them for deciding on later rounds. But always be aware of two things. One, this is the allotted status, not the admitted status. We do not update the admitted status unless it is available officially by the state or the authority, All India Counselling Authority. Without that, there is no point. It will give you wrong information. So admitted status, only if it is available. If it is available, we will update it within 1 or 2 days. Second, you can only estimate with this. Let us say you have 15 seats which will be vacant in the next round, and you just missed it by 10 ranks. You can confidently go ahead, knowing that even if it is 5 or 6 seats, I might get the seats. Correct? If it is no seat possibility at all, whatever seats you are looking at as held by some candidates, they have no other allotment, there is a risk in moving forward. This you can estimate, and that is an estimate that you have to do, analysis which needs to be done by you, and some considerable effort in round 1 itself to understand how round 2 would have happened, estimate something now for round 2 seat matrix, and then see how the actual seat matrix turned out will help during round 3 or later rounds. At that point in time, if you try it out now, it will be really helpful for you to get information. In case you have not been in ZyNerd till now, such are the tools that we have for helping out candidates. To the extent we can, we provide the data. And for all of you, thanks for being subscribers of ZyNerd. We have got excellent response from you this year, and wish you the best for a great career and better seats to come. All the best.